Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine. Today we will start our new topic of grammar, that is subject verb concord. First of all, we are going to learn the basic rule of subject verb agreement. That is, singular subjects need singular verbs and plural subjects need plural verbs. If we are going to talk about the number, whatever will be the number of the subject, we are going to use the verb according to the number. Like in singular subject, we are going to use singular verb, and in plural subject, we are going to use plural verb. For example, we have the girl is playing. Here we have singular subject, means we are going to use a singular verb with that. Now if we are going to take the example of the plural one, the girls are playing. Here subject is plural, so we are going to use are, that is a plural verb, right? So are you getting what I am saying? Now let's move to the person. The rules regarding the person are as follows. First of all, the first person, singular or plural, takes a singular verb, right? For example, I like this scenery. We are going to use like with I, right? And when we are going to talk about the plural one, we like this scenery. We are going to use like with plural one also, right? So for the first person, we only use singular verb whether it is singular or plural, right? Now let's talk about the second person. Here the second person, singular or plural, takes a singular verb. Doesn't matter whether the subject is singular or plural. If we are talking about the second person, means we are going to use singular verb only. For example, you like this scenery. Here you is the second person, right? So you like this scenery, we are going to use a singular verb only. Fine? Okay, now let's talk about the third person. Whenever we are going to talk about the third person in a sentence, singular takes a singular verb. For example, he likes this scenery. And if the third person is plural, then it will take a plural verb. For example, they like this scenery. Here they is plural, right? And in the third person, and we are using plural verb with that. Okay, is that clear to you? Fine. Let's move on with the other rules. We have uncountable noun. If we are going to use uncountable noun in the sentence, when we use uncountable noun as the subject of a verb, we use a singular form of the verb. So whenever we have uncountable noun as a subject of a verb, we use a singular form of the verb. Okay, whenever you are going to see that there is an uncountable noun, so we always will use a singular form of the verb in that. For example, we have honesty is the best policy. Honesty is an uncountable noun, so we are going to use singular verb with that, is. Okay, now let's move on. For further things, two or more nouns. If we are having two or more nouns in a sentence, when two or more nouns function as subject, a plural verb is used. Note this one. For example, Satish and his sister has gone to see a movie, right? Here two nouns are there. It can be more than two, right? So whenever we are going to talk about two or more nouns which are functioning in a sentence as a subject, so we are going to use plural verb with that. Okay, now let's move on to when we talk about distance, weight, etc., like some measures amount. For weight or amount of money or for distance, we use a singular verb. Note this one, even when the subject is plural. This is very important. Even when the subject is plural, then also we will use the singular verb. For example, 10,000 rupees is a small sum. Okay? I hope you all are getting the things which I am explaining to you. Let's move on to the plural names. Okay, when we have the plural names in a sentence, like the title of a book, the name of a house or a hotel, in plural, they are in plural, but we use singular verb with that. See, these are the exceptional rules which you have to remember. So whenever you are going to get the question like this, a sentence like this, to fill up the subject verb concord, so you have to work accordingly, according to the rules. So for example, we have the Arabian Nights has interesting stories. Here the Arabian Nights is a name of a book, right? It is although a plural one, but the name is the plural one, but the book is singular. It appears to be plural, but we are going to use singular verb with that, right? So similarly, we can take the example of a name of a hotel. Honey Drewers has a great rooms. Honey Drewers have, we are not going to use have with that. We are going to use has. Honey Drewers has great rooms and a swimming pool, right? Now let's move on to plural nouns with singular meaning. Sometimes we have plural nouns, but they have singular meaning. Nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning usually take a singular verb. Whenever we are going to have plural one which are appears to be plural but they are singular in meaning, so we are always going to use, we can say we can usually take a singular verb with that. For example, mathematics is an interesting subject. Here mathematics appears to be plural but it is a singular in meaning, so we are going to use singular verb with that. Is that clear to you? Okay, now move on with the last one, singular nouns with plural verb. Sometimes we have singular nouns but they are along with plural verb. Some nouns which appears to be singular in form take a plural verb, right? They appears to be plural but they appears to be singular but actually they are plural, so we are going to take plural verb with that. For example, the police have arrested 3 terrorists. Here the police is the singular word, right? But the police is the plural one, but it appears to be singular. That's why we are going to use plural verb with that, because police means the plural one, so we are going to use plural verb with that. So class, that's it for today with the subject verb concord. I hope you all got the explanation which I have done, and we will continue with the further recapitulation and question and answer sessions. Thank you.